Why is that? So why can't you bother doing that? Are you not that bothered about your weight? So it doesn't matter anyway. Surely you can't be just like, I am not gonna bend down, pick them up, or not even pick them up, just tilt them.
Do you know what it is?
Them. That is.
Yeah,
that is
I don't weigh
ridiculous.
myself enough because I don't want to put them on the floor. Because also here's another thing: they're glass scales, and we've got tiles on the
Oliver
floor.
Glasner.
And the sound of it scratching against the floor bothers me. So I just end up not weighing myself.
I got the Garmin scale, S2 scale, right, which means that you just weigh it and then it's on your phone and all of the because I'm like
of course,
data nerd. It's in there. We have a Welsh dresser in the kitchen.
What's his name?
Daffyd, and we just pull it out.
Yeah.
Grow up, Jay.
He's having a hell of a day.
He started it.
Weigh in.
Yeah.
Kick it back under the dresser every morning, same time. Go for a piss.
Yeah.
Walk downstairs.
I'm
same circumstances. So we are dehydrated before we do anything else. Just in my boxer.
You ever weighed yourself?
Sometimes
at like 6 p.m?
Sometimes with a lob on. Sometimes not. But
it doesn't change the weight.
No, it doesn't.
It's just reshifting resources.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever weighed yourself at 6 p.m?
No.
Devastating.
It's absolutely.
I do it in the morning. I'm like
it can
him.
literally be like £9 different.
Really?
Like sometimes I weigh myself. It'd be like 15 stone 3.
Dressed. I'm like,
15
what?
Whoa.
Jeans.
Yeah.
No, mate.
No,
that's insane.
That's just might as well just pull up. Tell you what, don't bother. Just pluck a figure.
Yeah, just guess.
Like,
what do you weigh? Don't know. Cool.
No. Ballpark it.
Now, what are you doing? Wearing jeans and a hoodie?
Yeah.
Got my phone in my pocket.
Yeah, one of them.
Sometimes you do that though.
I still got a watch on sometimes. So watch goes off onto the air fryer.
In your head, you can go, well, actually, I've got me watching.
Probably
so I'm going to knock a couple of stone off that.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
I was holding a big box of Kellogg Special K as well, just like holding loads of stuff so you can just take 4 stone off if you want. That's what I do.
Start weighing in, Joe.
Yeah,
get one of them Garmin ones.
No, but I haven't got a Garmin one, but I do have a cheap one that does go straight to my phone. So it's not as good as yours, but it has that sort of like
also
niceness to it.
Totally fucking blagging it as well.
I think they're all lying. Not the weight. Does that do the thing where it tells you like
the body fat percentage and stuff like that?
And how much poo's in your
So I've lost £100, but realistically like £80 since where I was like in the summer.
Yeah.
And my body fat has only gone down from 33 to 27. You're like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon I'm probably about 18 now.
What's the target? What's the good body fat percentage to be?
12 to 15, maybe.
Really?
Yeah. Under 20 is nice if you're like normal. If you're into like exercise and working out, under 15
you want to be
nice.
under 15 to get your shirt off on a beach. Under 10 to be like taking photos of it on Instagram.
I'm about 20, 21.
Yeah.
Higher than I'd like to be, but
like
kind
that.
of a normal person.
Yeah, I've got like quite
no one's
bit
going to
of
be
a
calling
tummy.
him Fat Joe.
Yeah, but also it's not like he's looking good. It's just sort of like
Right.
Joe, innit?
Yeah, that's all you need, man. Do you know what I mean?
The aim is to get down
That's
to
the official categories.
Trolling level.
The official categories is put a fucking shirt on.
Yeah.
When you're at, so 15% is like, so he got his top off again, and then 12% is dickhead on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 10% and lower. That's
dickhead on Instagram level. That's decent. That you can achieve that level.
Yeah, if you can get, so I think under 10 is when you get that vein on. You get a vein on your abs. You're in vein on your abs.
Have you ever heard the, you know, the kind of like action man sort of lines there?
I know what you're.
Have you ever heard the street slang for those bad boys?
Go on.
One of the worst phrases of all time.
He told me this. I think this is when I very first met him.
Over the top here.
Have you never said this yet?
I don't think so.
It's going to make you feel
It's
sick.
disgusting. Go on.
I bet you don't.
Go on. Yeah, that's true. Have you met Steve? Go on. I know what you're going to say, and it's disgusting. Go on. Anyone listening now who doesn't want to be offended?
So there's like nice
tough.
lines that go from sort of your hips down to your nuts. Come gutters. That's so gross. That's so gross.
Come gutters.
Come gutters.
I'd never heard that before, and I thought I'd heard it all.
Honestly,
until
I'm
I met
shooting
you.
like a thimble full. How much are you shooting?
No, not
If it's more like a fucking one of them American style 50 mil shots.
Down there.
Yeah. Horrible image.
So what are you doing, like lying down?
Stop. I'm not getting into
How
it.
is even that?
I didn't come up with it, did I?
Joe, he's got them things for his ankles. He hangs upside down.
That makes sense.
Oh,
right.
like a
Yeah, I
succulent
remember.
thing.
I think that might be the first thing you ever told me when we met.
Come gutters, McGee. Nice to meet you.
Did you know? Hi, Jay. Nice to meet you. Did you know what they're called?
Have you ordered your shorts from America yet?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't. I'm still working out which ones I'm going to get.
Are you doing curry?
See how much exercise I do in the next 2
No,
months.
but let me rephrase that.
No.
You are doing curry.
I need to start running.
Me and him
Can I
decided.
cycle it?
What?
Eh?
What even is it?
What
We've talked about this before. Was it 2 miles up, 2 miles down?
No, how are you not knowing exactly what it is?
3 miles up, 3 miles down.
Do not help that man.
3 and 3.
Do that. That's Steve's going to do
6
that.
miles.
And I think he's going to be shouting it about... See, I don't know if Mackerel...
I'm shouting
will
it
do
as we get out of the car.
Yeah, I don't think Mackerel will do it. I think Mackerel will say, yeah, they'll look at it and he'll go, no, I'm not into that. I'm not doing it. But-
It's when we twig is when we go out for spaghetti and you're like, this is lovely.
yeah, no. And then Steve, halfway through your meal, dashes your plate and goes, right, come on, we're running curry.
Don't do that.
And he does it in a way that
Joe,
makes you think...
I think I'm obligated
If
to
you
do
do
that.
that bit, I'm not doing it.
No,
Right.
this is the fun bit though.
This is the fun
For
bit.
who?
For no one other
the
than
audience.
Steve.
Oh,
for the
right.
audience.
Yeah.
We're vlogging it.
Okay.
Yeah. Also,
Don't worry.
we have to do this, right? We
I'll
have
do
to do
it.
it for this man. Do you remember like the sunset in San Diego? This isn't a debate. It's not a discussion.
And how right was it, by the way?
He was right. I'll give him that. I don't often say it,
That's
but
nice.
he was right. We have to do this. Like, there's no way around it. I'm fully like.
You've seen
I
Band
get it.
Brothers, right?
I get it.
The fucking pause has just absolutely
As in-
sent me
as
west.
in the
What
Osmonds?
fuck?
They were a band of brothers.
Go and get my knife.
Yeah,
Wow,
no, we've
we've
spoken
done
about this before. I haven't seen it, but I'm into.
How have you not seen Band
I like the
Brothers?
idea of seeing it.
It's
You know what?
literally called the greatest thing that's
I
ever
would
been
say
on
the
TV.
The idea of seeing it is one of the best TV series ideas I've ever had.
Yeah.
But I just haven't watched it yet. I mean, I will watch it. Is it on Now TV, isn't it?
It's on Sky
don't
Atlantic.
know.
Sky Atlantic.
I don't even know where it
Okay,
is.
I'm up
It
for
is.
it. I'll watch it. I'll try and get it watched between now and then. It's only
Just
like
watch.
two
I
I think
series,
I've got it
isn't
on my Amazon. I might just fucking bully you into watching it. It's 10 hours.
DVD
So
Ridley.
I'm not flying with you. I could have
Yeah.
fucking bullied you into watching
No,
it the entire
just
way
forget
over there.
all that. You
There you
just-
go. That's your plain watching.
Alright,
You just
I'll
need
get it watched.
episode 1 for this particular.
Is this the one
Endeavour.
with David the Shrimpmeister? I think I've seen episode 1.
Yeah.
Where they're doing it, he's like taking them all out and he's like,
Yeah.
yo, shit.
Do you know where they're running?
There.
Curry!
That's where we're going.
Interesting.
We're gonna run up there whilst getting shouted at.
How
by
many
him. It's gonna be
other
ace.
sort of losers like us will be there? do you
Fucking
think?
loads.
Yeah.
By
Really?
the sound, yeah. If you
Oh, I
just
thought
go
it'd
on
just be
YouTube
us.
and just type in Curry run, there's fucking so many vlogs.
Well,
of it.
can't we
So
tell
it's
them
an
to
army.
fuck
Is it
off?
the Marines or the Army or the what?
101st Airborne. I don't think they're based there anymore. But this is the real camp it's like 40 minutes away from Atlanta. So while we're in Atlanta, by the way, we're going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
We are fucking like it is my stipulation that we go and do this 10k
Yeah.
run, 3 miles up, 3 miles down.
I like it. I like the idea. Steve, I'm on board with this one. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know other people could
Short
be doing
shorts.
That. That's
Yeah, I wish
spoil
I
it for me.
I've got some of those bad boys on them.
Mind you, there's not loads. Well, I say there's not loads on this one video I found of this man. So there might be, but it'd be all right. We can still do what we need to do.
There's
bloody-
like a 5G mast at the top now, which I don't think that was there in 1944.
Come on, we need to cut that
It
now.
was 3G then, wasn't it?
Yeah, we need to get rid of
Just
that.
G.
We're trying to get the authentic Band of Brothers thing going on.
Yeah.
I'm
know
not
what I mean?
allowed to come then. You're not.
No, I'm not allowed to come. Yeah, that's a shame. Safwan Majid, welcome to the academy. He's a member. FHG99 says, "Bloody hell, Steve, them Garmins aren't cheap."
Someone's
What, scale?
Someone's looked at your scales. It's going to be a minimum 100 quid, isn't it?
What? Really?
I don't know. It might be.
It's a lot
Yeah,
for a
probably
scale, though, isn't it?
All right. Yeah, I mean, you know,
Sliding scale.
it's worth it, obviously.
Is it?
You get a graph.
Yeah, you get a graph.
You're into your
I
little
think
gadgets.
standing on the other end and slowly putting more and more stones on the other side, like the good old days.
Yeah, that's
That'll
how you do a
do,
proper
mate.
scale.
Do you know
innit?
what? Yeah.
That's what I do. I go on the seesaw.
Like,
Yeah.
a, like
in
an
the
old
local
boxing
park.
style one. And do
And
I
put
need?
bricks
Need
on
an
the
old
other
white
end.
guy with a mustache that
Yeah.
sits there and taps.
What is
ounces
that?
Either side.
What is going on there?
What do you mean?
Do you know when they stand on the boxing scale and they've got like a line of numbers? And
Have you never been on a scale where they had where a guy has
So and then you
manually-
see them like moving it. What is happening on those? I've always wondered what is actually going on
There's
there.
like gearing inside it to get you to the bigger numbers, and then there's smaller little weights which will balance at the exact precise weight that.
So
you
are they
at.
putting weight on by sliding that little dial thing?
Yeah.
Really? So it's like basically like a weighing scale that you'd have in a kitchen.
There's like a couple of points when them points sort of align, so it tips like left or right like that. When they align, you are exactly whatever weight. Some of them have like a little square thing, and you move it along, and it'll say
Yeah,
point
that's what I've
8,
seen, that
whatever,
ones.
0.9, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much how they work.
So it's proper old school, literally like fucking
Balanced out
ancient
at
Greek
you
style.
weigh.
Love all that.
Yeah. Oh,
you know
that's
what I
cool,
mean?
that. I've always
It's what you
wondered
want.
what's going on
The
there.
thing is though, they're always calibrated, whereas digital ones they can lie.
Go in and out. But yeah, the body fat percentage stuff isn't, and like the body water and the bone mass and all that is always a bit of a not
a
exact
pure
science.
guess.
Isn't
I'm
it?
having a DEXA done in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
What?
that'd be good.
That's where they dunk you in water and do the full Do you get your full numbers, proper numbers? Legit?
Buoyancy and all
Science
that.
and
Really?
shit.
How much water you displace and all that stuff. Do you know how they work out
hardcore.
how much calories are in something?
No.
Is it breath?
No. So they get, like, let's say you want to work out how many calories.
Oh, sorry, no, it's the burning.
Yeah.
They set fire to it.
Yeah, how many calories in a chicken. They basically work out how long it burns for. And the longer it burns for, the more calories it's got. The longer it takes to burn, the more calories it's got.
So when you see, like, I burnt X number of calories.
Really?
that's kind
Yeah,
of
literally.
what-
What
I didn't know
literally
that.
just set it on fire until it's ash and
That's
work out.
interesting. How many calories should you have a day?
All of them.
Depends.
That's a
Depends
good
how much
shout.
exercise you're doing. About 2,500 is fine.
2,500?
Yeah, that'll do.
Right, okay.
Yeah, if you're edging towards more 3 and 4 and 5,000, you're gonna need bigger pants.
Yeah.
If
If you do a 10k, how many calories are you burning?
Depends.
Right, okay.
Kipchoge about 5. Anyone normal, a lot.
Yeah.
It's an hour's an exercise, isn't it? So running hour of exercise, what, 400-500?
Brian Casey says, has Joe never watched boxing? You've watched boxing, haven't
I've
you?
watched boxing, but they don't talk you through what they're doing. You just see the bloke. That's what I mean. I've seen it in boxing or UFC or whatever, and I don't really get what I was seeing. But now I do get what I'm seeing. They're literally moving the weights for them.
I love all
Love
that.
it,
It's
yeah.
good, isn't it? Old school. That's what we want to see. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on Band of Brothers, on boxing, on scales, on calories. All the essential questions that need answering. That is what we are here to do. That is what the Brew is about. Do you know what I mean? We get involved into the topics that are obvious. Is there anything else on this trip you've got planned for us, or is that it? Because you've usually got a few tricks up your sleeve. Have you got anything
I
else,
want to
or-
go and buy a Chicago Bulls jersey
Oh,
Where
that's
from?
That's original.
when we're in Chicago. New York.
yeah.
When I'm in New York.
Yeah. That'd be good. What are you going to get?
Why don't you get one? Get Government Sports Direct.
Michael B. Jordan on the back.
I was thinking Dennis Rodman.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I like him.
I like him.
I'm far too contrarian to want to get Michael Jordan on.
Yeah, you're probably going to get, what's his name?
Steve Kerr.
Yeah. Kerr.
Hey mate, you got any Kerr jerseys?
We have a couple. Yeah, get a Steve
In fact,
Kerr one.
he's here.
Yeah. he's still coaching the Warriors, isn't he?
I think he is a coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He coaches the Warriors. He did for years when they were like the best. I think he's still there.
good stuff. Anything you've got planned?
No,
This is
just
your
food. It's
homeland.
always food for
So
me. Someone
is always
try
food,
Chicago
isn't it?
hot dogs.
Have we found some fucking Michelin star 189 hot dog gaff that you have to book pre in advance
No.
and know someone?
That's
once?
McCullough's
I think we'll
department.
do
that.
hot dogs.
He'll find a nice
They
place.
do the Chicago hot beef sandwiches.
Oh, we're gonna have to have a Chicago pizza, aren't we?
Chicago pizza. Yeah, I want one of those things. I want it.
Yes.
I want us all to be sat in it like that, like a hot tub.
Yeah.
It's that deep and cheesy. I want you
Yeah.
to be smoking a cigar in it.
Oh my
That's how
days.
cheesy I
That's
want
the
it.
one.
Do you know
yeah.
them ones where it's like probably genuinely a slice each will do us?
Yeah, yeah.
I want one of them.
I just want a photograph wearing short shorts, American flag, cowboy hat, eagle perched on my shoulder while singing "God Bless the USA."
Yeah, the most American
Steve
picture
Kerr
you
jersey
can
on.
ever get. I think you can. I think you'll pull that off. I think that's what's
There's no
what's
beaches.
going
There's
to
going
happen.
to be anywhere any beaches. I know
beaches
there's
in New York,
There's a
you know.
promenade in Chicago.
Does Atlanta have beaches?
I don't know. It's obviously somewhat coast. It's on the east coast. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's
I
actually
don't think it's
on
on the beach.
the
I think
coast.
it's the middle of the
Yeah,
state.
I agree. I don't think it is on the coast.
That's a
Pretty
bit
sure
of
it's
a
middle of the
rare.
state,
No, yeah, you're right. It doesn't. What about New York? That's got a beach, I know.
Has it though?
Yeah, New York has, but
Well,
no
has
one
it
goes
though?
there.
Is it not a proper
We
beach?
can go out to the what's
Coney
it called?
Island.
Yeah, there's Coney Island.
Coney
There's also
Island.
the Hamptons.
I don't think we're going to the Hamptons.
Nah.
That's right where it's proper posh now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we should go there.
It's like Alderley Edge by the Sea.
Yeah, we'd fit in well. Do you know what I mean? They love the British as well. They think Americans think British people are posh.
No, but those ones there still think that we're going to try and take America back.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're like, their families were like the generals and stuff when we fought.
Ah, right. Okay.
They've never lost that.
Enrique Manjares says, "Do the Swallow Cliff stairs in Chicago. Good workout."
Is that the one that the Joker does his little dance down?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we could go there, couldn't we?
Do the dance.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, go on. All right, we're going Chicago, Atlanta, New
Give us
York.
things we should do.
What's the daft shit we need to make? Because obviously Curry is pretty daft, but we're doing it. So what other sort of like culture, film type shit do we have
Food.
to do? Or food?
Yeah.
JIGA X9 says, "Y'all got to do lemon pepper wings in Atlanta."
Yeah, I'm up for that. I love chicken wings. Love lemon
Yeah.
pepper. I've only ever had the Wingstop ones, which I feel like they'd be better, fresher, more authentic ones that isn't from a global chain. So I'm up for that.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a warning here actually.
Corner around the corner, Wingstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, about to say. King Cannar 14 says, don't go to the Joker stairs. It's in the Bronx and locals hate tourists doing that.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, well, fucking we'll do what we want.
Yeah.
In fact, I won't do it because I don't want to piss
Steve
off.
dressed up as the Joker.
You lot can do it. I'm going to sit that one out. Slinky Smooth says, we have beaches in Chicago, here and Atlanta.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it's
a lake,
on the lake.
Are going to be real people cities, while LA and New York City are more plasticky.
Wow.
So we're going to get proper America.
Yeah.
I'm going to Alabama as well.
Can you discuss and share with the group what you're doing in Alabama?
I am speaking at a coaching conference. Me either.
Right, it's another one. It's another sentence that we've had on this podcast
like
a million times where I go, okay,
Like a TED Talk kind of thing.
that's really good. So how did this come about? Because it's not very often my mate turns to me and says, I'm going to Alabama to do a coaching conference.
Yeah.
Got DM'd on Instagram saying, are you coming over for the tour?
Yeah.
Said, yeah. Said,
Yeah.
well, a few days before we got a coaching conference in Alabama. Do you fancy coming and speaking? Yeah.
What coach company is it for?
Stotts.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The Alabama
Megaboss.
High School Soccer Coaches Association.
That's cool, isn't it?
That is meant, that.
Not to be an arse. Will they know who you are, if you know what I mean?
I think they do, which
Do
is
they?
why
Obviously,
I've been booked,
the
because they've
people-
not booked me for my fucking Cheshire League exploits, I don't think.
No, but I mean, like, obviously the people who booked you know who you were.
Yeah.
But what is it? Is it like loads of local coaches from the
It's
area?
the high school across the states. This is the states high school soccer coaches.
This is like inverted Ted Lasso, isn't it?
Sort of, yeah.
You're going to
This is
America
class, this,
to
by
coach
the
a
way.
high school.
This is mental.
So
Do you know how
I'm
many
doing-
people are going to be there?
It's America, it's a conference, probably
Yeah.
fucking loads.
It's people at an arena.
16,000.
It's at a
Yeah.
hotel. It's at the what's the hotel? Is it Marriott? I've got 13 flights booked between now and the end of August. Like, I don't know if I'm fucking coming or going. I don't know where I'm staying. I feel like it's a Renaissance.
Sounds good.
So
Delicious.
but it's wherever the conference is. So it's a big old hotel. So you're like, right. So there's obviously going to be a good number of people there.
That's exciting, isn't it?
So do 2 talks. I do one on youth development and one on my game model and how to create your own game model and stuff.
That's unbelievable.
That is very good.
fucking
Very
nuts,
impressive.
Does it feel like a bit of imposter syndrome a bit?
No, it feels entirely like imposter syndrome. I'll be
But
honest
then
with you.
again, although you don't know in America, because sometimes you think, oh, they're just managing a school, and then you're looking like, oh yeah, I'm the coach, and we've got a $200 million facility.
Yeah, and he's
you're
like he's on more than most of the managers in the championship.
He's
right?
literally
Yeah.
basically getting all the money that the kids should be getting, but they legally can't. So he's on $8 million
Do
a
you remember when
year.
we was over there last time? Was it last time? I remember you doing transfer review in that school. It was a school, wasn't it, where the United were training.
Hang on,
Oh my
hang
God.
on. Wait, I've slept since then. What school?
United, we went to the open training.
What city?
You were filming in a school.
It was UCLA.
UCLA,
Without
was
their
it?
permission.
Right, UCLA is a little different, but yes, it was.
There was like, but the facilities there were not like a uni.
Not the UCLA, but we went for the press
There was
conference.
a
It was
school.
a high school.
There was a high
yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Remember, we filmed,
Oh, yeah.
and we looked, and there was just training pitches as far as the eye could
pitch after
see.
pitch after pitch.
That was
And
also,
it-
remember San Diego, the hotel in San Diego?
Yeah.
That had a big one up the side.
And you're like, hang
Yeah.
on a minute, this is a school, and it's got better facilities than Carrington.
They
So
Genuinely okay,
while I'm in
yeah.
Alabama, I am hoping to get to. This hasn't been sorted out yet, but I'm hoping to get to Tuscaloosa in Alabama, which is where Alabama Roll Tide, the college football team, is. They have got a $300 million training facility that I want to go and rub my cock and balls all over.
It is mad, isn't it, that money should have been going into the pockets of the athletes, but they've got literally make so much
But
profit.
you know what the thing is? It's like it's the Fred and Rose West fucking main stand. Like, not them two.
What?
It's a different Fred and Rose West
No,
main
it's
stand.
not. It's not Fred Roses.
But basically, so if you go around it, all the facilities, it'll be named like the J Motti changing room,
Right,
the
okay.
Joe Smith West stand. Like,
Right. Oh, so I quite
families
like the
don't
fact you just trying to make a point by picking a name,
Yeah.
and you chose Fred and Rose West.
But wasn't there somewhere down south where it wasn't like a National League team that had I'm sure it was called something Rose West stand.
Right, okay.
Like
Boston.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
like
there's all-
Sue's anal bum party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. You remember that, Jay?
What?
Sue Boyle released an album, and the hashtag was Sue's an album party. Which, if you look at it, is Sue's anal bum party. And
I was absolutely.
It specifies which part of the body twice.
Yeah,
anal and bum in there.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't get away from it.
Get in there.
Yeah.
I asked for my money back. DRZ says, Steve with a Magnum stash, lauding the merits of tracking back mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, good stuff.
So game models are real. Here's my game model. It's not a case of like this is the best game model ever. A lot of it is. I'm saying here's how I arrived at this, and this is how I see the game.
You know what? I'm going to be that guy. Game model. What is it?
There's 5 if you include set plays. 4 game states. What do you want to see as a coach in those 4 game states? Go on, Joe.
I didn't know this actually. I think when you've got the ball.
Yep.
When they've got the ball.
Yep.
When you've just lost the ball. Ish.
Yeah.
When they've just lost the ball.
That's it. Transition to attack, transition to defence, attack and defence. That's it. Those are the 4 games and set plays. That's you need to know what you want to do.
Proud of you.
And then you can break that down into thirds of the pitch because you've lost the ball in your own third. You're reacting different to if you lose it in their third.
Yeah.
And in the middle third, so you can get macro with it all.
Granular.
But the broad strokes are those are the 4 states of play. What do you want to see? Are you a team that wants to maybe focus on shape first when you lose the ball, recover to shape, and then we'll work on pressing there afterwards? Do you want to just immediately press like Bielsa's Leeds, just fucking get it whenever you lose it? Like there's loads of different options to this, so it's kind of explaining what you can do within those things and how you arrive at your own game model. And the general gist of it is, for me, I always come away from matches and I go, I wouldn't know how to coach that. Do you know what the opposition have just done? Like I couldn't stand at the sideline. Like when I'm coaching, I'll sit at the side and I'll go, well done, yeah, nice one. That's because I've seen this in my head and I've coached it, so you get that end result and we make the patterns and the shapes on a pitch that I want us to see. So if you're playing a team that wants to just fucking smash it and compete for second balls and stuff, I come away from games and I go, genuinely, I don't know how you coach that. Like I if you said to me right now, there's a grand, I want you to make sure we play like that next week, I'd be like, I don't even know where to fucking start. Like, how the fuck do you... Like, I couldn't stand on the sideline and be like, nice one. Like, yeah, just cunt it in the fucking...
Do you see a lot of that still, though? Like, do you see, like, long ball stuff and all that? Or
it's always see.
Yeah, because, obviously, my only experience at grassroots is youngsters. And even at a young level, you see now, from when I was playing, it does see a little bit more, like, what you see at the higher level in terms of...
There are teams in non-league
stuff that will mimic
Premier League football. Probably younger coaches, but there's still some old school coaches that just want win your duels, smashing it into the channel, 4-4-2.
Yeah.
And on grass pitches are a leveler because we play on AstroTurf and we are a problem on AstroTurf. But we go and play on a grass pitch somewhere. Now those killer first touches, move the ball quickly on the floor. Now take 2 touches.
Yeah.
Sometimes a 3rd touch, and the pass maybe isn't quite as good. It bobbles a little bit, so his touch is a little bit, and that just starts to level the playing field a little bit, and enables someone to come and press you a little bit more. So the quality of pitches really influences the style of play, I think. And when you play throughout winter in fucking Manchester, you can't really play tick-a-tack football on a pitch with divots. It just doesn't work like that.
No. It's interesting though, isn't it? That I bet. At what level do you think you can't really play that long ball stuff anymore? Because it's probably higher than you think.
You can play it in the Prem. These teams in the Prem, Nottingham Forest have been a bit of an example of that. Newcastle, to a greater or lesser degree, have been a bit of a proponent of that. This direct football, everything's a scale, isn't it? It's not like we only go long at all times. No, they'll mix it up and they'll try and do the right thing at the right time. But like there's an edge or a leaning towards put the ball in certain areas, win that second ball high up there, rather than try and build through the thirds and that. It's just a scale, isn't it?
I know obviously you don't talk about football and that, but you have done a bit. We haven't even spoken about Bruno at all, me and you. What do you think he's going to go?
I think the fact that the club hasn't denied this one, as far as I'm aware, and he's kind of kept his counsel entirely on this, and the fact his agent, the news this morning was his agent has actually agreed. Well, surely there was parameters given to him by Bruno. They must have had the conversation. Look, mate, if they offer 200 million, are we fucking doing this or what? and he must have given it the. There's a figure in there, right? Is it 50 quid? Probably not.
No.
Is it 78 quid? No. But when you get to 200 million, if that's still a no, 250 might be the yes. So where's the yes? The yes is somewhere, isn't it? If they offered him £1 billion for a 3-year contract, he's going, isn't it?
Yeah.
He might even walk there, like, for that sort of cash.
Yeah.
So at what point is the no a yes? And that's what we have to figure out with it. And at what point, I think 80 million, I think United can reject that.
I would reject that.
80 million doesn't seem emphatic enough.
Not when you paid that for Anthony.
No.
Not when you're still paying that.
I know we've
And he
overspent,
is our best
but
player as
80
well.
million,
And it's not even really like...
Mudryk.
But again, there is a level. If they offered us 500 million, there isn't a United fan on the planet that doesn't go, I'll fucking carry him there myself. So where's the yes? At some point, there's an absolute yes from everybody, and from United that might be lower than most fans from a business point of view.
It feels like about 100, doesn't it? I just think it's a bad idea.
100 seems like it would save United's face. 80 feels like if they sold it for 80,
it has to have at least 2 zeros at the end.
Yeah.
It just does, because, like you said, if it's less than we got for Anthony, or at this point 80, what's that? Less than we paid for Pogba. It's in the
It's
Sancho
a Maguire money, man.
Maguire money, yeah. Like,
it's the club captain.
You want to take our
He got
best
nearly
player
40
off
goals
us.
for us last season. Without him, we'd be relegated. He is our captain, and there really isn't a second choice.
No.
You are genuinely in the. If he goes, it's a fucking hell kind of moment.
Yeah,
from
the
United's
team is
point of
moving
view.
in a completely different direction if he leaves.
I just saw, I don't know if you saw this, about half an hour when we were just starting, Romano has quoted Ruben Amorim, sorry. So Romano's tweeted, and I think, sorry, this is from Laurie, so let's give it credit where it's due. I've just seen it on Romano. So Ruben Amorim on Al Hilal pushing to sign Bruno Fernandes. My feeling is that Bruno wants to stay. He is saying no to a lot of things. The club can find other ways to make money. I feel he wants to stay for sure with United. You never know.
I hope he stays.
So that's come from
That's
come from Laurie rather than Romano. I just saw the Romano tweet.
You throw enough 20s on the table, is someone says yes at some point, and it seems like Al Hilal are pretty serious.
It's all for this absolute shambles of a Club World Cup as well, isn't it? That's one of the big things.
You?
Horrific bit of tournament work, that. Awful. And the fact that the winner, if they're from Europe, because it's a sliding scale of how much you get depending on what league you're from.
Really?
So like Oceania get the lowest. I think they get like 3 million just for being there, whereas the Premier League teams get anywhere between, I think it's 12 or 19 and 30 million. So if you win it, you get 40 million. If you're a Premier League team and you're highly ranked, you get 30 million. So like a City are in it, aren't they? Because they won the Champions League in the last few years. If they win it, they'll get 70 million quid for that. And you think like, for FFP wise and all that, that's genuinely shitloads of money. And it's for a tournament that is an absolute shamble.
It's a month long now.
But it's a joke. It's like, it's
is.
not a real
Look forward
thing.
to me covering it extensively on my channel because there's fuck all else to talk about.
Yeah, I just think it's mad that they can just put on
you're
this new
laughing at.
tournament.
I've already got 20 videos written.
And the qualification process for this tournament isn't really clear.
Yeah, it's win some stuff or have Messi.
Yeah, or yeah, exactly. And then Al Hilal are in there for literally fucking no reason whatsoever. That, you know, like, it's all just absurd. Anyway, on the back of it, 70 million quid.
Yeah, but, you know, at least we fucked the Super League off.
Yeah, that's. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we took a moral stance on that because, you know, we'd hate to see football go down that route. Bill O'Reilly says, lads, just want to say cheers for the content.
FIFA UEFA just did it, didn't they?
Yeah, they just we knew that. I think
They expanded
we
the Champions League to the shit show it is now,
Yeah.
and FIFA went, we'll do that as well.
Yeah, we all sort of called it, didn't we? It was just kicking it down the road, but it still felt good at the time because it was like we've actually managed to stop something, even though it was just postponing it. Bill O'Reilly says, lads, just want to say cheers for the content, even though we are in that dry ass part of the year where nothing is really happening. God love you. Oh, that's great. I've just lost the. I mean, look. It's not like it's not that difficult, is it, to just sit around talking about United and have a moan. Misstated or misstaged one says, if we get 100 million, means we aren't perceived as desperate to sell. Bumps up Garner sale price as well. Maybe it does. I don't know, to be honest with you.
I think the best thing I could do is just sell all of our best players and just be shit. At some point, you just like, so Garnacho, flawed, but he plays every week. Bruno gone. Rashford is probably our most talented attacker, if we're honest. Anthony's going.
It's a fucking low bar, Joseph.
It is, but he's got 30 goals in a season before and 20 goals 2 other times. Sancho's gone. Anthony's going. Like Onana might just sell all of our players.
I mean,
If we got
Ridiculous.
relegated, would the Glazers go?
No,
I think if we got relegated, we'd be fucked. Like, it's not like Leeds going down, or you could go down or whatever, or Southampton or Norwich. If Manchester United were relegated, we would be fucking almost beyond repair. I mean, obviously we'll survive, but the financial implications for that, with all the money we pay out and the size of this club and all the fucking wages everyone's
it's only
on,
Red Football Limited that goes tits up,
I think it'd be a
or whatever
absolute,
the combined conglomerate is between Jim Ratcliffe and the Glazers. I
Maybe.
actually don't know, maybe that's.
I think we'd be in all sorts of trouble. Paul Madison, who's been a member for 54 months, says, lads, this is the Brew. What is this? All this football talk. Get back to talking about war films, Steve's hiking and Jay's top 5 soda rankings. We have done a bit of Steve's hiking, haven't we? A little bit. War films, and also we need to talk about this weekend. It is the finale.
Mobland.
Thank you. I knew you'd get there. Yes.
Yeah,
You've not watched it, have you?
Not the Champions League.
No, I've
No,
not.
I
I've
don't give a
been
shit about that.
I've been watching a different show that ends with the word land.
Nobland.
All right, 2 different shows that end with the word land.
Go on.
Wait, you're watching Nobland? I thought we was on Nobland 4.
I'm catching up. Don't spoil it. Although I can see where it's going. Virgin Island.
What?
Have you watched this?
Virgin Island.
Christ alive, it's so good.
Who's in that, Epstein?
No,
Wow.
not that kind of thing.
What?
12.
I didn't fuck them kids.
No. Okay.
You see, you don't have to say that. We've
Yeah,
discussed
no one
this.
thought you did.
You don't have to keep saying, I didn't want them kids.
Because you keep
right?
shouting it upstairs as well.
Yeah.
You rang me in the middle of the night the other night.
It's
Steve.
already implied that you didn't. You don't have to say that.
No, it's the fucking
And when
peanut
you-
gallery
when you
over
walk-
here with
when you walk down the street,
gasping.
When you walk down the street saying, I didn't put them kids, it makes it
I'm
look
not
like you did.
walking down the street,
You're banned
Jay.
from Halford.
I'm shouting it to this gallery of idiots over
when
here.
you go on a camera and go, look, I did not do that. People think,
Listen, and who's ever said that and it was wrong? Bill Clinton.
I
He wouldn't
remember.
lie.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I did not have sexual relations with that
Did you
lady.
used to have the thing on the board behind it when I first started doing the Brew year about Epstein?
What?
That he didn't kill himself.
He didn't.
I don't think he's dead.
What?
It's a
Really?
third angle.
Yeah?
I think he's
It's a
alright.
conspiracy. It's a conspiracy within a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a yeah.
I'm going to avoid this conversation.
But
We're gonna get all
Virgin Island,
political.
You brought it up,
one of
you
the
brought
best,
it up.
one of the best bits of telly that's ever been made.
What's it about?
It's 12 British. Don't know why the nationality doesn't matter. 12 mid-20s people who haven't lost their virginity yet get sent to an island full of sex therapists where the end goal is for them to sleep with the therapist so that they lose their virginity.
Sleep with a therapist?
Yeah.
What sort of
Feels a little bit like
therapist is
prostitution.
running
It's
around
absolutely
shagging
crazy.
virgins?
It's unbelievable. I had to watch it from like
Virgin
round
Island.
the corner.
Right.
Channel 4.
So why are they virgins? Is there
No,
a
but
reason?
they're not. There's nothing, because you have like undateables or like
Yeah.
dating, but it's just
No club foot.
No, people who are just could be your mates, never really worked out for, maybe a little bit nerdy or just not really particularly social people, whatever. For whatever reason, haven't had sex. Stunning stuff.
So I've just Googled this,
Yeah.
and the headline that comes up is
TV's
Virgin Island Virgin Island contestant has sex for the first time in marathon session, leaving viewers stunned.
Marathon session.
Yeah,
Guy had a sewing machine on him, yeah.
I mean, it's
I wouldn't have called it a marathon session from what I listened to
Yeah.
and watched.
Did
But
he
it was-
pre-game?
Well, they build all the way up.
Did he have a tactical wank?
So they start off with like hugging and just like a bit of closeness. They kind of like rut on all fours to like just gain like.
Sorry, what?
Because a lot of these people aren't used to touching anyone at all, let alone someone of the opposite
Do you
sex.
think that's happening more in society with like post-COVID and how weird everything
Probably.
got? And like, because honestly, going out is dog shit at the moment.
There's
Joe.
probably an age, they're probably about 21, 22 now, that when they should have been like going to house parties, going out, getting pissed,
Finger blasting.
yeah, in the
What?
2000 onwards, they didn't. I bet there is.
Bing back finger it.
Yeah, went out of fashion, that didn't it? I mean, this does feel a little bit like a low point for telly.
Really?
Watch it.
Like,
and you will
I
say
watched
the
Rebecca
exact
Lou's
opposite.
wank a pig off.
That was a high point of telly, Steve.
This is
Come on.
honestly, it's mad, and I've never seen anything like it, and I was as stunned as
What
I've
are they
ever been.
doing in terms of the competition? What is the?
It's not a competition.
So what? She just picks the best virgin.
No, it's not. No, that would be a competition. It's literally
So
everyone
who gets to
go.
decide? They all get to sleep with her.
No, it's not just one. There's like a group of male and females therapists.
Right.
There's like the presenters who are also kind of sex therapists, and they all explore the weaknesses and difficulties that each person is having through the medium of touch.
Woke.
It's fantastic.
Virgin
I think
Islands.
it's actually the opposite. It feels very old school, the idea that you could literally just
There's-
shag a doctor on telly.
On one of the sites
I
here,
think it's mental.
it's literally got the caption. It's a video. Says Dave loses virginity. Credit Channel 4.
There you go.
So
on
it's just
Channel
like
4.
porn.
No, it's not porn. It's beautiful.
It's
Do you know
if you
like
like
porn?
Well, do you want that on telly?
It's on.
This
it's on
is what
all
I mean.
four.
I mean-
half of them were by the end of their first episode.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why you're not bothering
I
with
Oh,
love
Mobland. It
You
does
apply
seem...
for season 2?
Mobland. No, go on. What's Mobland about anyway?
Fucking hell!
Oh my God.
And do you know what? Episode 10's about to go bonkers.
It's got to, hasn't it? It's got. I think like the last 2 episodes have just been building up to this. Like
I'm going to
it's
say
not
words.
really been.
Mexicans, CIA, Amsterdam.
I thought I was going
Tom
to say.
Hardy.
I thought it was.
Accents.
Is it American then?
What?
I thought it was based in like Dublin or something.
London.
No, it's in that London.
But we've
Yeah.
got Pierce Brosnan, who I don't know if you knew this, he's Irish,
Yeah.
but he's doing his best to convince everyone that he's never
despite his
been
best
to Ireland.
efforts, yeah.
Because his Irish accent is horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
He's
is.
one of them, isn't he?
It's like a 1980s comedian.
He's been
doing an Irish
Hollywooded
accent.
too much.
Yeah, we got a tactical nonce in there as well.
How tactical.
Pretty tactical, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's Barry from Four Lions,
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
which I don't know, that threw me a bit when I first saw him.
Yeah, because he's quite a jovial, funny character in that, and then in this, he's someone that deserves to die.
Have you got any children?
Oh, mate, you should have got out of there when you had the chance. Seriously.
Spoiler alert.
It is class. It
Joe,
is. What
there's
do you
no
mean
spoilers.
spoiler alert.
Everyone dies.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically.
If they're on camera, they're dying.
They're getting
and
a
we're talking,
chainsaw through
yeah,
the air.
there's also, like, it's full Mexican cartel special.
Okay, that sounds quite fun.
It
Honestly,
is class.
There's so many episodes where you just go, what the fuck?
Is it Netflix?
Amazon.
No, it's
Amazon.
yeah. It is.
It's fucking unreal.
It's MTV again, isn't it?
It's Guy Ritchie, Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren, Tom Hardy. It's just,
Wow, that's quite an ensemble.
it's
Sounds good,
serious.
actually.
It's genuinely, seriously good.
Very nice. I'm interested.
Um,
And we got episode 10, which is the end of season 1, this Sunday.
Oh, so is it weekly?
Yeah.
I like it. A lot of series are doing that again. I like that we're going back to that a bit.
Yeah, rather than just annihilate it in
Yeah.
one day and never think of it again, they're really keeping you
Yeah.
going.
Well, Virgin Island was 2 episodes a week. They did follow them the best.
Oh, very good. Bilal Hussein says, lock up your kids. Fair enough. Deadbug UK says, brilliant, thanks Steve. Tesco car park, windows down, Bluetooth kicks in. Immediately, it's Steve screaming, I didn't fuck those kids. Hashtag Tesco ban. If you're going to have it on like Bluetooth, bro, you should know better than that. Come on.
Mate, you go fight your corner.
Yeah.
Just like, no, I said I didn't.
Yeah. If you listen carefully,
It's Paramount Plus, says Michael Fellon. It is Paramount Plus, isn't it?
but via
but it's
the
on
medium
Amazon.
of Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. Dale Thomas says Mobland is mega. Yeah, it is. Tom Hardy's just amazing. Isn't
We've got a new season of Landman coming soon, I believe.
Yeah, that's a game changer as well. Like, what are you laughing at?
I've heard it referenced before.
Right, well, it's never mind. Bruno.
Wait, you've not seen it?
No.
Well, just fuck off home and go watch it.
Landman is the Billy Bob
Mate, have you
I've
not
seen
watched
that
it
one,
yet?
I've
You have
seen that
seen it,
one.
right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so you understand how
Yeah.
he managed to woo Angelina Jolie, because the guy's got patter, mate.
Yeah, he has. He's got a little smoothness to him, hasn't he? There's a little cream in that milk, you know what I mean? I don't know what that means, but you know what I mean.
There's a little bit of cream in that milk.
You know what I mean? I think it works.
Paul Madison says Landman is terrible. That's a shit
Right,
take.
block him. Fuck, we don't need that negativity in our life.
Happy says The Last of Us was amazing.
I haven't
See,
seen
I've heard horrendous reviews, and a couple of my mates have said it's all right, but I haven't watched it. I like the first season.
Yeah. I think season 2 departs from the game storyline a little bit, doesn't it? I've not seen either, but that's
I
what
didn't
I've heard.
even know it was a game.
Yeah, it's based on a game by Naughty Dog, I think.
Oh.
Which is cool. They make like, you don't play games all, do you? So who cares? Yeah. What are you doing this weekend, by the way, Jay?
This weekend,
No footy on. Well,
yeah,
there's that Champions League final thing, but
Oh, you're watching that?
I might do. Just, it's nice to watch a game where I don't care who wins.
Who do you want to
really,
win?
you really like this year?
No, yeah, that's a good point. Who is it? PSG, no?
Come on. Inter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I suppose I do care. I'd like to see Darmian win it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Just for the Sport Bible post.
Yeah, and also,
Yeah.
Darmian's got as many Champions Leagues as City.
Yeah, a City
Would be
and Arsenal
quite
put
funny.
together.
Yeah, it would be quite amusing.
So you'd rather Inter one?
Yeah, I suppose so. There's a Mkhitaryan's there as well, isn't
Who would you rather one?
Don't really care. I think it'd be funny if PSG won it after they got rid of Messi, Neymar and Mbappe.
Yeah. You saying we should sell Bruno or something?
No, but yeah.
I, from a club perspective, want Inter to win, but I really like how Enrique and this PSG team play, so I wouldn't mind them winning it. But
Yeah.
I think Inter obviously is a better setup and organisation.
I'm going to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
I just think I can enjoy the game totally stress-free and hope it's as good as them semis were because, wow.
Yeah, there'll be more semis on the way, so.
How are you getting on with no football at the minute then?
Yeah, what are you doing at the weekends?
Yeah, because that's like that's double whammy for you, innit?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I am double busy all the fucking time, so don't worry about me. I might be going to London.
Yeah, you
possibly
was
Sunday or
alluding
Monday.
to this the other day.
Yeah,
Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Not what I'm or with whom I'm doing stuff, but I'm doing
MI5.
something. What?
MI5.
You're not doing
No,
all
I'm
that.
not
MI6.
No, but I mean,
MI9.
No.
CIA.
no. But
KGB.
no, I'm with well, I'm with a guy that's currently got a blurry face on all his socials, and in the very near future will be not a blurry face. He's doing a face reveal on probably the biggest podcast on earth at the moment. In a couple of weeks. So we're doing some content that can go out after that's gone out,
Oh, wow.
and is a. I was trying to think what the fuck I
I was going to say how you sort of work because I actually don't know what you're doing. I mean, I'm getting hints here, but
so
I'm not trying to bait you here.
and I'm meeting a guy that I've wanted to meet for a while, which is one of SEAL Team 6 lot. That should be quite good. Go for a couple of bevs.
Is SEAL Team 6, that's American, isn't it? So do you have to be American to be in that?
I think you have to be an American citizen, which you can get a multitude of ways, can't you?
Yeah, because I used to get join the Marines stuff sent to my grandma's for me. Yeah, because I'm
Really?
an American
Yeah,
citizen.
I think once you've got an American passport,
Yeah.
I think you're because I think there's like Filipinos and all sorts of stuff that
Yeah,
are
Puerto
that
Rican.
serve, yeah.
Yeah.
J. Joe's adopted son Benjamin says, sell Bruno, but keep sure that plays 10% of the season for the 7th year. Can we get a fucking grip? Mazraoui at level 6 years ago for sure.
You mean
We'd be better off.
Captain Luke Shaw?
Yeah. I mean,
Who's going to be captain if we sell Bruno?
He's got to be Lisandro Martinez. There is literally nobody else that makes any level of sense above him.
Delict?
He's been here 5 seconds.
I know. Do we give it back
And also
to
he's
old
injured,
Hazard?
isn't he? That's the only... I love
To who?
Delete.
Hazard Maguire.
I don't think you can give it back to him.
No.
I think
But he genuinely wouldn't be far off the top of the list.
But
at
does
this
he
point.
start every week?
At
Yeah.
the minute he does, but that's because Martinez's ACL's gone. But the thing, Delict is injured and hasn't been here enough. Martinez is even more injured. Maguire's like not far off.
And Martinez hasn't been here long.
No, I think Maguire would end up having it on in games more than you think he
Probably would. But
even
would
if
he
he's
want to
not
be
the
club
official
captain? Club captain's a role
They might,
as well.
they
isn't
might
it?
have to fucking Tom Heaton it if he gets another year. But genuinely, like, so
Yeah, let's give the captains
I don't know. Some people go,
Do you know what I
it
mean?
doesn't
Like
fucking matter.
someone
No,
who's like-
it is a symbolic position that does mean a lot.
So who is, even if they're not playing every week, honestly, Casemiro is an option because he's at least
Casemiro's not horrendous, you know,
yeah.
'cause he's got the stature. And
Yeah.
I think he actually is way more professional than people give him the credit for. And I think that might sort him out for final season, captain. But then you need another one next year. So who's that?
It'll be Mason Mount by then. He'll have played 35 games.
It
next
might be
season.
Mason Mount next year.
Yeah, it might be, yeah.
Well, I know. He's got the number 7 shirt.
Imagine!
We may as well just
Oh
give him-
my God, the
we may as well give him
fucking
the
fume.
the captain's armband as well.
It'd be like the European Super
Hey,
League again.
put him
People
on
been raiding
penalties.
Old Trafford.
Yeah. What are you up to this weekend?
We've got Frummer tomorrow, and then Sunday I'm going to go watch Mission Impossible in the morning.
No. You don't get to move on from that.
What's
that quickly.
Frummer. Lizzie's mates do like a friends summer day. It's basically just some booze at someone's house.
Mate, it's the most Stockport shit I've ever heard.
So we're having a little Frummer.
Honestly, how is this happening in Manchester? What is
No,
going
it's
on?
not,
that's
it's
it.
Stockport.
It's
That's a
in
good
Cheshire. No, so we're doing that, but I'm going to watch Mission Impossibles
I like
tomorrow
that.
morning.
What?
Mine,
The last
are you
Mission
going
Impossible.
with you going with Lizzo?
No, I'm going with mate.
Right.
Yeah. I love
Yeah,
Mission Impossible.
I do.
Maybe the greatest so any series that's ever gone longer than a trilogy, Mission Impossible might be the best of all time. I'm going to say that right now, films-wise. There's nothing that's ever been 4 or more that's better than that. Because Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, is better than Mission Impossible. Star Wars, the trilogy. But Star Wars, now you've got 9. The average quality of Mission Impossible is better. Yeah.
What about Police Academy?
No, Mission Impossibles. I ain't seen them all, to be fair.
Rocky?
I think, I have, again, not seen all of them, but I know there's been a few duffers in there. I think it's right up there.
Well, the Backdoor series.
Yeah, that's good. That's not bad.
I only watched up to
Not
9.
bland ain't bad either.
Not bland, yeah.
I did only watch up to 9.
Honestly,
Digital
love
Management says, Jay, as the expert, who has better hair, Joe or Steve? I think Steve's hair might be the best hair of anyone I know.
Steve's hairline is absurd.
It's Steve's. Can we have a single on Steve's hair?
He's barely even got a forehead.
Like,
And I think this is how it's going to be as well. My dad's got a bit of a horseshoe going on, but my granddad's fucking
you need to keep
rolls on.
that. That's
You're
that's
only
your
40.
superpower.
That's it. You good.
Yeah,
You're
you'd be
fine.
alright. I was 18
Mine
when I
goes back
started
in the
losing
corners
mine.
more than yours.
Jesus
and I'm 10
Christ.
years younger than you, but yeah.
SDO says, keep one, sell one, Rashford, Sancho, Anthony.
I'd keep.
Sorry.
There's 3 people.
Keep one, sell 2. Sorry, my bad.
Keep on someone.
Keep one,
Rashford,
sell 2. Yeah.
Yeah, got to keep Rashford out of them 3.
Paul Madison says, the casual disrespect of the James Bond franchise.
Yeah, but so many of them are shit though.
He's got you there though.
When Pierce Brosnan's surfing on what looks like sour cream and chive dip, like
That
the CGI
was
is so bad.
that was the Invisible Castles.
Has Pierce
the
Brosnan
Invisible
ever
Cavern.
actually been good in a film?
You fucking knobhead.
That's a good point.
GoldenEye is elite.
Is
Is it? Or is
Yeah.
it a nostalgia?
GoldenEye is the best Bond film ever.
Wait, what?
It is.
It's weird how you didn't say Skyfall or Casino.
No, they're fucking too long. GoldenEye is a proper Bond film.
What she said.
I want to see.
They?
Yeah.
Two knobs.
That's a Bond film. Do you know what I mean? Nick in a tank. That's a Bond film. That's what goes down in the Bond world. It's proper. None of this, oh, I'm Sam Mendes and I'm going to make a fucking Oscar-winning film. Bore off. It's Bond. It's not The English Patient. Do you know what I mean?
Good.
I do like the fact that Ian Fleming did work in the Special
Yes.
Operations
Have you
Executive,
seen-
which makes me think that certainly some of the original books were probably based on some shit that they either wanted to do or did do.
Have you seen Operation Mincemeat?
Yes.
He's in that, innit? The character.
Ian Fleming?
Not the man's dead himself, but
But the actual character.
there's a person called Ian Fleming, which is the Ian Fleming.
They got a new
working for-
Flemmerson.
New Flemmerson, yeah, working for MI5.
Is there?
Yeah, that's apparently what he was up to.
What's better, do you think, MI5 or MI6?
What's the difference?
6 is now Secret Intelligence Service, which
Love
is
that.
external sort of protection and projection of British interest. And 5 is internal security. So 5 is sort of like your police intelligence and stuff to action things that are happening in the UK.
Yeah.
Still works across the military though.
So what you're
SAS
saying
was
is
on an op in was it Rochdale not too long ago?
MI5 is like the security guards at the Trafford Centre. MI6 is like the British Transport Police.
MI5 is more like the CCTV in the Trafford Centre.
Right.
MI6 is more like
British Transport Police.
No, I don't know if I'd call it that. Like, yeah, like so.
Yeah.
I got him hate who's SIS.
Really?
Yeah, and
Really?
it's funny because he had a pretty interesting military career anyway. He was Special Forces before he went and did that because he thought that was progression. He fucking hates it. It's basically just eating Ginster's pasties and taking photos out of vans. It's proper.
I'm up for that.
It's,
I'd love that.
So it's a surveillance operator.
Did they have like a little mini oven to heat the pasties in the van?
I don't think so, no.
Fucking hell.
They're probably just in like fucking what they call budget rent-a-car fucking
Yeah,
vans and
Skoda
stuff
Octavia.
like that. Yeah.
Steve Orban says they made Bond woke.
Did they?
Absolute pricks.
No.
He's not, is he?
Well, he doesn't do as much of this sort of
Shagging
philandering
and
as
that.
he used to, does he?
He-
Do you know?
a little bit of that.
Do you know? Like, so, James Bond's technically meant to be MI6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know that role
Yeah.
is probably not an MI. So James Bond's character's probably like a real fucking job. It's not MI6 though.
That's swinging. Have you heard of MI9? That was a real thing.
MI9?
Yeah, it was something.
That's a World War II one.
Something an evasion, yeah. What was it? Something like basically.
Oh yeah, they had the full suite all
yeah,
the way.
all the
through.
way up. MI9.
Have you heard of MIT?
Yeah, Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Very good. You know your MIs, you.
So
proud of you.
Do you know the James Bond role is probably SAS E Squadron.
Did they get to wear suits? But seriously, because no one else is wearing suits.
So there's not a lot of like public information out about there, and I don't know anyone who's been in it. But the bits and stuff that's information that's out there.
Steve says some things.
There's some stuff that people have discussed about that role. MI6 are your nerds. You're for the most part like computer types.
Yeah, it's mostly behind the desk stuff, isn't it?
But the James Bond kind of role, that people that are going to go out and do like kinetic shit, that would be E Squadron SAS, which is, I think it used to be called the Counter-Revolutionary Warfare Wing or the Revolutionary Warfare Wing. Fantastic. Which I think you could only get into after you'd served a couple of tours with the SAS. So it's like selection within selection to kind of get in there. I think E Squadron it's partially staffed by MI6, partially staffed by the Special Reconnaissance Regiment, partially staffed by some pretty fucking gnarly operators from Hereford. And those are the guys that would be going out on their own with a fucking earpiece in, doing mad embassy-related one-man-up shit.
Is that the toppest of the top?
I think it's got to be. I don't think there can be a role that actually exists that's anything like what them boys... These are the guys that are going to be as comfortable in a brothel as an embassy, as a fucking nightclub, as, you know, a hide in the middle of the fucking woods. Like, that's them guys. That's a real thing. People are really doing that fucking job.
So you've got to be...
Doesn't that blow your mind? Like, you watch James Bond and you're like, no, there's probably like 5 guys that do
you know
that.
the shot where it's like someone's just screwing on a silencer onto a big long rifle in like a half-built tower block somewhere?
Yeah.
And then you just see President of like some like Eastern European country on the film.
Yeah.
And you accidentally killed his daughter and then you're on the run. That kind of guy.
There's probably a lot more of that shit goes on than we'll ever know.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, do you know when the Mujahideen were fighting Russia?
Yeah.
There was a
2006 World Cup?
No. Afghanistan
Oh, yeah, of course.
Pre-Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
There was a lot of British Special Forces fellows who went over there, who resigned from the regiment and went over there and
as a freelancer,
maybe shot loads of Russian helicopters down and then.
But they weren't working for the
picked up their career afterwards.
Yeah, so at the time they weren't working.
Sabbatical.
They weren't working for Britain, the British government.
No, absolutely
they
not.
were
this is
independent.
When we were
contractors
working in conjunction with the Taliban, isn't it? When we were like on the same
I don't
team.
think it was the Taliban at the time. It was the Muj.
Yeah,
Muj.
The precursor too.
Sort of.
This has been the most brew
I've
ever.
loved this.
It really has. I fucking love it.
When you start getting into some of what the fuck goes on, it's fucked.
I'm scared. I don't like it. Sometimes you tell me things and I know you're right, and I'm like, I hate the attitude of ignorance is bliss, but sometimes it just is a little bit. Because it's like, it is actually insane.
Are there any weapons that are mounted in space currently pointing at the Earth?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
What the fuck do you think my career ended up as?
Are there any sharks currently with laser beams strapped to their head?
I guarantee fucking China has tried.
Because a lot of the rockets go up atmosphere back, don't they? But I didn't know if there was literally...
I saw something last week, actually, which Britain has developed a new Hellfire missile, which is a fucking gnarly. And it was hitting... I saw a test video of it where it's hit like a pickup truck that was doing... It was a remote control pickup truck doing like 70 down a freeway, and it hit it, which is fucking a serious moving target. And it was just like, have something at you, slag.
Really?
Jesus.
I've heard...
Hellfire designed to hit tanks, which are quite slow moving.
Drones so accurate now. If you're sat in your front room drinking a cup of tea, it'll blow you up and the cup of tea will still be on the kitchen counter, fine.
Is that real?
The drone thing is fucking scary, right?
It's mad how...
But the evolution of drone warfare is nuts. So I follow some weird shit on Instagram.
I'm confident you do.
I fucking hate
to if you ever log on Steve's computers or use like his go on his channel or whatever, just look at the history. It's insane.
Yeah. There's individual sort of drone blocking, electronic countermeasures that people are like man-packable at the moment. So they're wearing it to stop drones. Or there was something that I saw which was like an Apple Watch early warning for a fucking drone being in your vicinity and stuff. And you think, drones came out a couple of years ago with Russia and Ukraine really fucking popularising the usage of them. Hamas and I have been using them in Israel for a while, but I think they've been a thing really with the Russia-Ukraine sort of conflict.
They made them famous.
I think so, yeah. Because they was releasing the footage. I think it's the footage getting out of stuff that's really popularised their sort of use of them. But I think like everything in war with the innovation is like someone comes up with something, someone comes up with a way to stop that. So the jammers became a thing to block all your Bluetooth signals while you're fucking flying your little drone. So now they've gone back to being like fiber optically thingy. So if you look at some of these forests now in Ukraine, they're just covered in fucking fiber optic cables, kilometers long, because people are using fiber optic driven thingies to get around the drone sort of blocker. So they're literally fly by cable, which is a fucking 2 kilometer long cable. Have some anti-slag. But then obviously you need to move as soon as you fired it because there's a fucking line leading all the way back to you. Like, it's just nuts.
So it's basically scale electric with a bomb on it.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. Like, it's got to be absolutely terrifying to be like,
it's just like fucking wasps.
Fuck that. Pratish Patel says, up the paddock, love you all. Thanks, Jay, for the chat on Sunday. Love all your work, especially the Brew, Monday podcast and watch-alongs.
Cheers, mate.
Ross Murphy, morning news, watch along the Brew. Cheers, Paddock. Andrew says, come to North Bama, I'll take you all to the range.
We've got that in the Peel Centre.
The range.
It's M&S food, the range, and then I think it's the TK Maxx.
I don't think I've got
nice
time.
cushions.
While I'm in Alabama, I'm literally there. I'm taking a training session while I'm there. I've got these 2 talks, and I think hopefully the visit to the college football place, and then I'm out.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing, I'm going to read out. Right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you to everyone who got involved in what was a quintessential Brew. Go and check out Stephen Howson on all his channels. He'll no doubt be having scouting reports on every player that's ever kicked a ball. Go and check him out in Stockport doing Sloppy Joes. That's been Joe Smith. That's been Stephen Howson. I'm Jay Motti. This has been The Brew. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.